legendary troll just took place in Congress where a January 6th prisoner who was sentenced to 3 years in prison ended up mocking Anthony Fauci right behind him during the congressional hearing. You're not going to want to miss this story and so much more. I'm Elijah Schaffer, and you're watching Beyond the Headlines only on Vigilant News. Well, it looks like Dr. Fauci is finally on trial. VigilantNews.com reports that a January 6er who was sentenced to 3 years in prison steals the show at the Fauci hearing. His reaction to Fauci's alleged death threat discussion will have you rolling on the floor. We got to talk about this. So the hearing took place in Congress, and as Andrew Huff pointed out directly, people were pretty intense. Fauci sits down, he said, and people in the audience are saying, Nuremberg 2.0. You killed my grandmother. And I'm not making light of it because as you can see here from this image, I mean, the press was there. I want to set the stage. The members of Congress were there, including Marjorie Taylor Greene. And there's Fauci, little schmarmy Fauci, sitting there ready to lie through his damn teeth again to Americans. And it wasn't all fun and games, though. Fauci, of course, went on record talking about how he's the real victim of COVID because he got death threats. While I'm not promoting death threats, I will say when you kill people by your actions, perhaps people want to kill you too. Again, not condoning it, but just being realistic. Listen.
So, Dr. Fauci, can you please share with us the nature of the threats you have received since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic?
Yes, there have been everything from harassments by emails, texts, letters of myself, my wife, my 3 daughters. There have been credible death threats leading to the arrests of 2 individuals, and credible death threats mean someone who clearly was on their way to kill me. And it's required my having protective services essentially all the time. It is very troublesome to me. It is much more troublesome because they've involved my wife and my 3 daughters.
At these moments, how do you feel? Keep your mic on.
Terrible.
Do you continue to receive threats today?
Yes, I do. Every time someone gets up and says I'm responsible for the death of people throughout the world, the death threats go up.
Well, you are responsible for the death of people around the world. Plus, as we found out, you made up masking and the social distancing rules. He admitted that. He made it up. He goes, I didn't make it up. I didn't say I made it up. I just said it appeared out of thin air. And there was no science to back it up. Also called bullshitting, for a lack of better words. Now, this guy comes out directly and goes, okay, well, you know, I'm really the victim in all this. Monica Lewinsky did not give me pleasure inside of my office. It's a bit of a Bill Clinton voice. And it gets worse, though. As he was there, Fauci gets asked about the ongoing death threats, but the real star is the guy that's sitting behind him. Check this out. This is such a great video. Here he is, if you didn't catch it.
Dr. Fauci, can you please share with us the nature of the threats you have received since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic?
Yes, there have been everything from harassments by emails, texts, letters of myself, my wife, my 3 daughters. There have been credible death threats leading to the arrests of 2 individuals, and credible death threats mean someone who clearly was on their way to kill me. And it's required my having protective services essentially all the time. It is very troublesome to me. It is much more troublesome because they've involved my wife and my 3 daughters.
At these moments, how do you feel? Keep your mic on.
Terrible.
Do you continue to receive threats today?
Yes, I do. Every time someone gets up and says I'm responsible for the death of people throughout the world, the death threats go up.
Yeah, and as we mentioned, I don't need to reiterate that. Sir, you are a criminal responsible for murder. You are disgusting. You caused so many people to have suicides. to get into drug and substance abuse. Even I drank so much during that time. It was very unhealthy. But you are despicable. And I'm not calling for people to be making death threats, but the state should deal with you in an appropriate manner. At least prison, right? At the very least, you should be jailed for the rest of your life. I'm not going to play nice here. That guy should be in prison. And that's why it's important, guys, as we talk about this, these people have tried to shut us down. They try to shut everybody down for speaking the truth, that you realize that we are in a time that everybody's talking, not just about Fauci, but also talking about another miracle drug that works, right? People are out there talking about, things that help you lose weight. They're injecting things. And the problem with this is if you need to lose weight, but maybe you don't have the money to take those expensive shots that celebrities are taking, that's why doctors created a weight loss supplement called Lean, Lean, and the results are actually remarkable. This is insane. The studied ingredients in Lean have been shown to lower your blood sugar, burn fat by converting it into energy, and check this, curb your appetite and cravings so you're not hungry. But listen, Lean is not for the casual dieter. It's for people who need to lose 10 pounds or more. And Lean is for people that are for frustrated dieters. So if you have a trouble actually restricting your calories, this is going to help you actually lose the weight. Let's get you started right now with 15% off plus free rush shipping, so you can add Lean to your healthy diet and exercise plan to get those pounds off before summer. Visit leanvnn.com, leanvnn.com. Use my promo code VNN at checkout to save 15%. Again, the link's on the screen. Go to leanvnn.com and use my code VNN to get yourself the discount. The insanity never ends, though. The insanity never ends. And the January 6th prisoner actually told Fauci he belongs in prison. Listen to this.
We got it from a number of, now retrospectively, we found out how it was. It was the White House told the Democrats to tell the United to cancel the grant.
Did you agree with the cancellation?
Fauci belong in prison.
He was escorted out.
I'm sorry, repeat the question.
Yeah, but he does belong in prison. He belongs in jail. I want to know what you think should happen to Fauci. Drop a comment down below, like the video, and don't forget to share it with your friends and family. It's so important that you do. It's fantastic, and we need you to get the word out. My name is Elijah Schaffer, and you've been watching Beyond the Headlines, only on Vigilant News. Have a great rest of the week, and may God bless the United States of America. I'm signing out.